Please continue to support this channel so that it continues to grow, by liking, sharing and subscribing. Thank you. You have so much to share, you have so much to tell, you have so much you want to expose, so much that's inside that you've learned from that life period. There are really very few people I can share that with. I don't want to be someone's entertainment. I lived a really wonderful life with this man, and even after our divorce, it was incredible. I lived somebody else's life. It was never about me, it was really about him on every level. I like the creative aspect of developing a project. There's been a big void out there, in terms of where I've been and what I am currently working on. I'd like to fill that void now and share my exciting plans for the future. I just look at it as it's something that I had to do. I had this vision that really, Graceland is suited for a king and it is his castle. And people really should see it, as he loved it. I don't feel like a grandmother. I don't. It's not that, when a relationship doesn't work and there are issues, you have to somehow work it out if there are children involved. Obviously, if my daughter's happy, then I don't have any problem. Lisa, for the longest time, did not sing. Absolutely. He was so that much a part of my life that, Elvis, once you bonded with him, there was no going back. He was just a great guy. Yes, the divorce was difficult. It was difficult. She would go to Memphis, and this was after our divorce. And I would send her to Memphis to be with him. There were the phone calls, and Elvis had asked me to visit him in Los Angeles. This was in 1962. You have to remember that when I met Elvis, it wasn't the fanfare that it is today, or even when he was here in the States and I was in Germany growing up. I did, but I'm not real fond of giving interviews. At times he could be very critical. He didn't like prints on me. He didn't like stripes. He didn't like boldness. He said I was petite and that was taking away from my looks. He would use amphetamines to stay awake because he would have late-night maneuvers that would go way into the early morning hours, and he was given pills to stay up for the long hours. There is a shyness about me, and I really need to get up more. And when Elvis was unhappy, believe me, everyone was unhappy. I had probably an illusion of being the wife that, I wanted to create a home. I wanted to have children. I wanted him to be a husband. It was never going to be that way. It couldn't be that way. No one has really heard my side of the story, the adventure we had together, the transformation that I had going from a schoolgirl to a woman overnight.